You know this story, or at least you think you know it. But what happened on Mount Moriah is much deeper than what is usually preached. This is not just the story of a father and son. It's the story that defined the course of faith for millions. And when you hear this version, the real version, everything will make sense. Abraham lived in Ur of the Chaldeans, one of the most advanced cities in Mesopotamia. Ur was the center of worship of the moon god Nana, and Mesopotamian cults included violent rituals, bloodshed, and yes, human sacrifices. To understand Abraham's sacrifice, we need to go back in time, long before Israel existed, long before the law of Moses, long before any prophecy about the Messiah. This is confirmed by archaeological records found in 1922 by Leonard Woolley, showing royal tombs with the remains of servants sacrificed to accompany kings in death. This was the world from which Abraham came, a world where gods demanded human blood. Abraham grows up in this environment, and it is precisely in this context that a different God emerges. A God who does not present himself as a tyrant, but as a God who calls, promises, guides, and makes covenants. Therefore, when God asks Abraham to offer his son, it's not a strange request in that world. The surrounding culture already did this. The difference lies in how this story ends. The command is clear. Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac. In Jewish theology, every word of this phrase is intentional. The rabbis say that God speaks this way to reveal the emotional weight. They call this lashon shavivut, the language of affection. Christians see a direct parallel with John 3:16, his beloved son. Abraham wakes up early and sets off. The Bible says it's a 3-day walk. That number is never there by chance. Jewish Midrash says that Abraham walked for 3 days so that his decision would be conscious, not impulsive. And Christians see in this a prophetic shadow. 3 days between death and life, between sacrifice and redemption. As they approach the mountain, Abraham says to his servants, "I and the boy will go. We will worship, and then we will return." In Hebrew, return is plural. Abraham is not lying. He truly believes that Isaac would return alive. The letter to the Hebrews explains this. Abraham believed that God could resurrect Isaac if necessary. Isaac carries the wood for the sacrifice. Rabbinic tradition says he was between 17 and 33 years old, not a child. That is, Isaac could have resisted, but he accepts, he trusts, just like Christ, carrying his own cross. The dialogue between father and son is short but profound. "Father, where is the lamb? God will provide." And when the altar is ready, Isaac offers himself up. Ancient Jewish texts say that Isaac willingly extends his hands. He participates in the sacrifice. This is where the story changes. In ancient religions, human sacrifice sealed the covenant between God and worshiper. It was an exchange, life for life. But on Mount Moriah, God does something that no other God would do. He interrupts, "Abraham, Abraham, don't touch the boy." And then the lamb appears caught by its horns. The Jews say that the caught horn signifies, "It is not you who gives me the sacrifice. I am the one who provides." That is why Abraham calls that place Adonai Yireh, God will provide, or God will see, or God will make himself seen. Centuries later, on that same mountain, in the same region, another son would carry wood. Another son would voluntarily give himself up. Another sacrifice would take place. Only this time, no one would interrupt. because that lamb would not be a substitute. It would be the fulfillment. The sacrifice of Isaac prefigures the sacrifice of Christ, and the message is clear. God does not accept human blood. He does not demand the death of anyone's child. He is the God who provides the sacrifice, not the God who demands it. That is the true strength of this story. It is not about fear, it is about revelation. It is not about death. It is about promise. And above all, it is about a God who is completely different from the gods of antiquity. God never wanted Isaac. He wants the heart, faith, trust, and the willingness to give what we love, not to lose, but to discover that what comes from God cannot be taken away. Abraham goes up thinking he will lose a son, and comes down knowing he has gained a nation, a promise, and a story that would change the world. And if this story resonated with you, get ready, because the Book of the Wise is only just beginning.